And while you wait for that, it's all about the cake in the kitchen today. And we have amazing pastry chef Milandi, who's joining us in the kitchen to share her recipe and some much needed tips on how to bake the best cakes. And this lemon blueberry cake that we're about to make is bursting with beautiful natural flavors, and it's refreshing. It's a cake that is beautifully moist and easy to make, and topped with a fresh blueberry and lemon cream cheese frosting that we are about to make. Great to see you. You were telling me about your story just now. I'm fascinated and so proud of you and what you've been able to achieve now, living in New Zealand, doing things down under. But anyway, we're going to share in this recipe of yours, right? Which is this one of the things that you make at the bakery?
No, it's not. It's one of my personal favorites. We don't do cakes at the bakery I work at.
Oh,
I have to say.
You don't do cakes?
No.
So what do? You do
French pastries, bread, delicious sandwiches. Yeah, cookies, that's about it.
Wonderful stuff. All right, let's get into it. So you got some brown sugar, butter, and...
White sugar in here.
White sugar, yeah.
And I'm gonna add the lemon zest in here. The reason I add it in here is because fat is a really great flavor carrier.
Yes.
So it will just carry the flavor really well. And
also,
then,
a question that I have, why the mix of the brown and white sugar?
it's just better flavor, better texture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Let's get it going.
How do we turn this on?
There we go. There, you got it. So all your ingredients are, of course, at room temperature, which is one thing I've learned about when you're baking. That's very important.
With cake baking, it's very important because it will just incorporate better air. If it's cold, it might not emulsify correctly. So you might end up with a split batter or a split frosting. So very important, room temperature ingredients.
Okay, supposing you forget that, right? That you were supposed to have everything at room temperature, and then you end up with a split batter. Is there a saving it? Can you save a split batter?
Sometimes, not always, depending what you do.
How do you save your batter from splitting?
So with a cream cheese frosting, you can heat a small amount up and try to fix it. It might work, it might not work. You'll have to see.
So, yeah, best to keep everything at room temperature.
Yes, and with a cake, normally once you add the flour, it should come back together, but you're not going to have as creamy and fluffy of a cake as you really want. Yeah, so this is going to take really long. This will take about 15 minutes, so you'll see what happens. It might split.
Okay.
So it's an example of not what to do.
but of course, you know, we're kind of giving you the highlight reel, if you will.
Yes, because we
of
don't
what
have
you need to
15
do.
minutes.
Exactly, but you're going to be working it nice and patiently. And besides, baking is one of those therapeutic things. You want to take your time with it and really enjoy it. The kitchen is wafting with those beautiful smells. So take your time and enjoy it. While you do that, can I quickly get started on the...
cream cheese frosting. Go for it.
Cream cheese frosting. So over here we've got some cream cheese.
Yes.
Some butter, that's...
Some mama baked margarine, beautiful for this recipe.
Some lemon juice, lemon zest, and then our icing. And I was told that the butter first needs to go into...
Yes, and then you're going to whip it up until it comes nice and combined.
So, wait. So here's what I'm trying to understand, because baking is a science, right?
Yes.
Room temperature isn't the same everywhere you go.
No, it's not.
Because it depends on what season it is. So what is it about the room temperature-ness that makes it work? Because sometimes it's cold, stuff is cold, right? Do you understand the science behind it like that?
Yes, I would say room temperature is when you can don't poke your finger in it, but gently touch it and see if your finger makes an indent into the fat.
Yes.
Then that's room temperature.
Okay.
With eggs, it's safe. You can leave eggs out. That's fine. That's not a problem. But yeah, definitely with butter and cream cheeses and things like that, you can see when it's ready.
There we go. Okay. The lemon zest and the lemon juice has gone in. I'm going to now transition to the big boy. Let's go. So you're going to work it. Take me through the steps that you are incorporating that now into...
So now I've added half of the flour, and that's just to make the mix a little bit thicker. And now I'm going to add half of the buttermilk.
Okay, so this is the potentially very messy part, because I am not a baker, but we're going to risk it. Here we go. Am I doing it correctly?
Yes, you are. Go slow.
Go slow. Okay, there we go. So it's... Yes. Yes. Yes, Mama Bake. Yes. It's working. Okay, let's go with the whole thing. Can we do that now? That looks like
I can hold the bowl for you.
Yes, that would help.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, sweetness in the air. Okay, here we go. Now, puffs of sweetness.
There you go.
Clouds of sweetness. And that'll give you your beautiful cream cheese icing. You're gonna get your batter into those beautiful cake trays.
Yes.
And then how long is it going to go into your oven for?
So we have small cake tins, so they will bake slightly faster than a bigger cake tin would. I'd say start with a cake tin like this. Let's start with 40 minutes, but know your oven.
Yes.
And yeah, so we'll take the blueberries and just mix it through the flour, and that just prevents the blueberries from sinking to the bottom.
Right. Mix them up, and then those are going to go in there. Oh, so it keeps them in the batter and not sinking to the bottom like this.
Yes, and this works for chocolate chip too.
Ah, they've got something to hold on to. The walls inside. We're not going anywhere. Okay, cool.
Cool. And I'll
Lovely stuff.
give this a quick mix, and then into the tins they go.
Absolutely, and then of course you dress it beautifully in that icing with a couple of shavings of coconut, and we've got the blueberries, the giant blueberries on top. Et voila, there is your cake. Beautifully done. Thank you so much, Melody.
Thank you.
Wonderful to have you.
Thank you.